are live. I just got to get the link and send it to Reggie real quick because this is, here we go. Let's see. All right, we are live. Just give us 1 second. I know nobody can see us yet anyway. I'm going to comment and tell everybody.
Already did. Well, you can comment also.
Okay.
Hey.
All right, let's see. Okay, are we live?
Yeah, we've been live for a few minutes.
Okay, I know. Let me refresh real quick and see if everybody can see us. Okay, I think yep, we're good, we're good. Okay, sweet. Thank you for that, Reggie. All right.
Yes, sir. Time to rock and roll.
All right, what's up, everybody? My name is Josh Jacobs, and I am here with my Oreo brother, Jock T. Morris, a.k.a. the shirt and tie guy, and I am here with Stacy Serrano, Miss Ecommerce, the 100K Amazon girl in 30 days. It's unbelievable, and I'm excited to be here today. I have not been on a hangout in a very, very long time, so I'm really happy to be back. And I guess I'll let you guys introduce yourselves real quick. Jock, why don't you start and let everybody know a little bit about who you are, for those that don't know.
For those that don't know, I am Jock T. Morris, Atlanta Zone shirt and tie guy. Anyway, let's see a little bit about Jock. So I've been doing e-commerce, for about a year here, and definitely enjoying it, learning various aspects of it. I work different sides of the business. Actually, I do a little bit on Amazon. I have a product that's selling consistently. It's not making a lot of money, but here's what I like to tell people. Slow money beats no money, and unless you take action, you're not going to get a reaction or see any type of tangible results that you can actually evaluate. So here tonight on the Hangout with Josh, with Stacy, and just really excited to actually interview Stacy because I've been knowing her for close to coming up on about a year. So I have some really exciting questions to ask her. But hey, this is not about me this evening, not about me, but that's a little bit about me. So hey, Stacy, tell everybody about yourself. Tell them about yourself, Stacy.
My name is Stacy Serrano, aka Miss E-Commerce, and I've been selling online for about a year now, a little over a year, about a week over. And I sell on eBay, I sell on Amazon, and as a lot of you have seen on Facebook, I had a $100,000 month in sales. And this is completely new to me. I come from a real estate background, so never having any experience selling online before getting started. And I just want to share with you guys so that I can help you have the same results.
Awesome, awesome. Okay, thank you guys so much for sharing. And just to let you know who I am real quick, if you don't know who I am, my name is Josh Jacobs. I am, oh, sorry, I just see, oh, okay, okay. My name is Josh Jacobs. I am 22 years old, and I'm a college student. I've been in DSD for about 15 months or so now, I think. And I've generated over $100,000 in commissions, and I love it here. It's the best company I've ever been in. This is the best team, and we work with the best people. And we're excited to give you this interview tonight. So we really didn't plan anything. We're just kind of going to go off the top of our heads and do what we do best, and let you guys know, who Stacy is and how she has become so successful with what we're doing. And I do want to let you know that there is a special announcement coming at the end of this hangout, and I promise you this hangout will not go long. We're going to let everybody get on the pro training tonight. I believe there is one. So stay till the end because there's a special announcement. But Stacy, I guess start us off with telling us a a little bit about your background and how you even found DSD to get started.
Okay. Well, my background is in real estate. I come from 10 years of real estate, doing rentals, sales, things like that. And I pretty much thought that was going to be my life. I thought that was going to be my career, and I wasn't walking away from it. I still do love it. But I ended up having a baby, and I figured I would take 3 months off and then head back to work. It was my first child, so I figured, why not bond with my child, enjoy being a mommy for 3 months, and then go back to work. A day after giving birth, my boyfriend found out that he would no longer have a job. So I pretty much had to go right back to work 4 days later. So 4 days. Sorry, that's my niece. That's life. That's working from home. So 4 days later, I ended up going right back to work, and it wasn't pretty. I still had stitches. For those of you that have parents, you understand. I was working 15 to 18-hour days, just in and out of a car. It was winter months, so I was feeding my daughter, running in to see clients, running back into the car to feed her, running back to see more clients, running back to the car to change her. And I did this for about 3 months, and it just... Sorry. Sorry, guys. That's what happened. So I did this for about 3 months, and then I couldn't do it anymore. I was just so burnt out. It was, having to watch my daughter. I literally would have to change her with the car door open in the middle of winter because the car was too small. So, and I had the heaters on her, and she's a newborn. So this is what I was going through for 3 months, and then I just finally got sick of it, and I started searching for a way to make money online because I knew I wanted to stay home, I wanted to be a mom, and I wanted to somehow be able to generate the amount of income I was making with my real estate career. So I did some searching, I found DS Domination, and I sat on it. I wasn't one of these people that jumped in the next day. I actually sat on it, and my sponsor, Alex, ended up emailing me about a month and a half later, a really nice email like, hey, so you said you wanted to get in. Are you still planning to join? And I did. About a month and a half later, I got in. And I hit the ground running. I listed 40 items within my first 24 to 48 hours. And I started making sales after day 4. So
Wow.
That's pretty much my story of how I got started.
Wow. So you started making sales 4 days in. I mean, that's pretty crazy. Do you know how long it was before you were profitable? I mean, were you profitable in the first week?
Yes. I believe like my 10th day, I made my second sale. My second sale was about $60 or $70, so I was already in profit.
Okay. Wow. I mean, that's awesome. So that's what you can do here, guys. If you don't know, if you look at the typical traditional brick and mortar businesses that you see today, you're not in profit in a week, right? You're in profit in 1, 2, 3 years. So that's a huge benefit about joining an online business. Jock, let's bounce off each other. You can come up with the next question if you want.
Okay, well, I just want to tell everybody, again, that Stacy is a wonderful person, and for those, again, that are just now seeing Stacy for the first time, she was at our event that we had here in Atlanta, was nominated as one of the UOP Members of the Year. She also is the one that hosts the Tuesday night live prospecting dials that I do. So how I actually met Stacy was, I think you did a video marketing contest, Josh, and so we were all in there, and people were falling off like flies. They were not able to keep, they just were not able to keep up. And me, being a video marketer, I was like, hey, I'm winning this contest, like the money is mine. And so, Stacy was posting videos every day, and in my mind, I was like, who's this lady that's posting all these videos? So I started watching her videos, and I was like, okay, she's gonna fall off. She's gonna fall off. Well, she kept going, and then we had the event last year in Vegas, which was in June. So we got to the event, and we decided, because there was only 3 of us left, that we were still going to make videos during the event. Well, she went out to have some fun, on a Saturday night, didn't post a video, so kudos, I won, and finally, I was like, finally, man, she fell off, man, had to send her to a party so I could win this contest. But at that point, I knew she was somebody special because she told me, she said, hey, if I'm going to get in a contest or if I'm going to get into something, I'm playing to win. And I was like, man, this lady is like awesome. So I didn't know whose team she was on. I didn't know who had sponsored her. But, you know, I chose to start building a relationship and a rapport with her. And through the ensuing months, you know, we just got to know each other better. You know, we bounced different ideas off of one another. And so what I want to ask her, well, let me just say this. You know, she's Hispanic. You know, she has the red hair. So that lets you know she's fire. Like, she is fire. Woo! Go, Stacy. But anyway, so you started pretty good with eBay, you know, doing the dropship thing. What actually made you want to take a look at Amazon? And when you first started on Amazon, how did things go? That's what I want to ask.
Well, what made me take a look at Amazon, I pretty much set a goal when I started that every 2 weeks I would upgrade. So I would do whatever I needed to do to make that profit, to use my profit to upgrade. So if it meant listing 100 items, that's what I was going to do. So it was kind of in my goals from when I started. So I started with Amazon around March, which was not too long after I started, a couple months later. And my results with Amazon when I started were not great. I really started off really slow. Well, slow for me, what I expected it to be. I was probably making about $1,000 to $2,000 a month profit. So for me, it's not where I wanted to be when I started. But I mean, it wasn't bad. But I didn't really pick up until about 3 months after starting the monopoly, and it's when I started hitting like $7,000, $10,000 a month in profit.
Wow. Now let me ask you this question, because you know a lot of people feel like, hey, when they come into DSD, you know, their sponsor quits or their sponsor doesn't help them. What has been your experience as far as, you know, our overall team and the assistance that you've gotten, you know, pretty much, let's just say from day one? You know, what has been your experience?
Well, my experience has been amazing. My sponsor, he actually decided to focus more on college right now. He's in college. So he really hasn't been working the business, you know, actively. So I'm a perfect example that the team and the team that we have, it works. Because I was able to reach out to Josh and you and a lot of other leaders that have helped me out and pulled me up along the way. So really, really, as long as you're a part of this team, UOP, you're good to go.
Excellent, excellent. So, and Josh, I don't want to hog all the questions, so definitely feel free to jump in here. But so you said you started off $1,000, $2,000 profit, and that was on Amazon. That was slow for you because you were used to making big money. Now, I know a lot of our viewers, they're sitting there like $1,000, $2,000. They would just love to have that on Amazon. Heck, I'm gonna tell the truth. I'd love to make that on Amazon, you know, and I am one day because I know you. So, okay, so you started off. Did you encounter any challenges? Because see, a lot of times when people hear individuals share their success stories, they don't really understand the process that an individual went through. They don't understand the things that went on behind the scenes, because I personally know of some challenges that you shared with me. And so if you'll just share with our viewers some of the challenges that you faced along the way, and then, you know, we'll kind of get to your big money months.
Are you meaning challenges on Amazon or challenges?
Correct.
On Amazon, okay. So yeah, some challenges on Amazon is my account actually did get suspended. So
what? Hold on. Your account got suspended? No way. No, that doesn't happen.
I was gonna share that. Yeah, I did. You know, if you're selling successfully on Amazon, then you've definitely encountered some bumps in the road. It's just a part of selling on Amazon. There's a lot of money to be made, so there's some bumps that you're gonna hit along the way too. And yes, my account did get suspended for 2.5 months, and it, you know, it was just a bump in the road for me. But I think what was important is when it happened, I just went into solution mode. I was thinking, what, and I think I told you this on the phone when I spoke to you. I said my account was shut down, but don't worry, I'm figuring out a way to open it back up. Like that's always the way I think. Whenever anything goes wrong, is okay, what can I learn from this, and how can we move forward? Because definitely, I was gonna continue selling on Amazon no matter what.
Now that's awesome, because typically when people encounter challenges, they you know, they come out on Facebook lashing out. You know, they throw a pity party for themselves. They blame their sponsor. They blame Amazon. They blame DSD. They blame, they blame everybody in the world, and they make all these excuses, and then they get so tied up in their feelings that a lot of times they end up quitting, and they don't even see the fruits of their labor. They don't even get to experience this journey and really get to take part in the opportunity that we have, not only to make a difference for ourselves and our families, but also make a difference in other people's lives. So you decided that you were going to keep going, and just help our viewers appreciate, like what the progression of your sales were, say from 1,000 to 2,000 a month, up until when your account got suspended for 2.5 months. So that basically meant that you almost had to start all the way over, with the exception of the experience you already had. And then what happened after that?
My account pretty much went from the 1,000 or 2,000 a month, and then I jumped to 5, jumped to about 7, and then jumped to 10,000. And when I got to 10,000 was the month that I actually got suspended. Go figure. And then so I was pretty much in limbo for about 2.5 months, because Amazon doesn't really give you much answers when they suspend you. So it's just pretty much you're in limbo. And about 2.5 months later, I reopened. They reopened my account, and I did have to start from scratch, listing everything all over again. So I had nothing listed, but within 30 days, I was right back up to $12,000.
So now this is not $12,000 in sales. This is $12,000 in profits.
Yes.
Wow! In the first 30 days after being suspended?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yes, because here's the thing. Once you get it, once you understand how to build your Amazon account, that's it. They can shut you down, and you can rebuild it so fast. So that's the thing.
So let me ask you this, and Jock, feel free to stop me if I'm going too fast, but what was kind of the point that took you from, $10,000 a month in sales, not talking about profit, to, having $100,000 a month in sales? Is it just the fact that you worked a lot harder and you did a lot more, or is it the fact that Amazon allows you to scale easier? What was kind of the point for you where you took it up, 10 notches?
I think if I had to name one thing, it's really my mindset. I've done a lot of work on my mindset this year, and just really getting my mind to the point where I can receive this amount of money. Because a year or 2 years ago, I don't know if I was necessarily ready to receive. I might have said I want to make $100,000 a month. I'm not sure if I was mentally ready for it. So I think it's really more of my mindset that's changed.
Boom! She just knocked it out the park, ladies and gentlemen. If you've ever been on any of my training, you know I'm always talking about mindset. I don't care if it's eBay, if it's phone prospecting, I don't care if it's getting up in the morning. I'm always talking about mindset, and she just told you what it was. You have to have the proper mindset in order to have that belief and be ready to receive over $10,000 a month. Stacy, what did you do to enhance your mindset for our viewers?
I listen to audios constantly. So when I'm searching for products and when I'm listing, there's always some type of audio in the background. So I'm just constantly feeding myself. Pretty much every morning or every other morning, I try to read different books and things like that. So it's just constant putting it into my brain, because that's how you're going to earn more money. Pretty much what's stopping you now, if you're not making money, I hear a lot of people saying they can't find items to list and things like that. Those are the blocks. Those are the blocks that once you work on your mindset, you'll see that you can sit at the computer and in 5 minutes you'll find 10 items because those blocks are gone.
Wow, thank you, man. Definitely thank you for sharing that with us. So now that initial Monopoly success, I mean not Monopoly, but Amazon success, that came from the Monopoly product, correct?
Yes.
Okay, great. So let's fast forward a little bit more. What was your biggest sales week on Amazon? What's the most you've sold in 1 week?
That would have to be the week right before Christmas. That had to be like a $10,000 week, if not more.
Profit,
no,
right?
Sales, not the profits, but the sales.
We're just talking about profit. Yeah.
No, sales. Like
No,
what's the
profit.
dollar amount of the sales?
Sales. I think that was 40 something thousand, 45,000.
$45,000, ladies and gentlemen, in sales in 1 week. Now, granted, you know, that was the holiday weekend, but it just shows what can be accomplished. Because here you're talking about someone that could have easily threw in the towel, made every excuse in the book, down 2.5 months, and talked about the money that they were making and the sales that they did have, but instead she got right back to work, had a $43,000 sales week. So your highest month in sales has been what?
December, that was about, I don't know, you know what, I just wrote it down too. I know for the total month of December it was about 17,000, like 16.
No, total month in sales.
Oh,
Dollars.
sorry, I keep giving you profit because you know what?
Well, profit's good.
You know what it is? I shoot YouTube videos, you know, everyone knows this. And I constantly talk about my sales, and I constantly have these debates on my YouTube channel about why can't I just talk about the profit? Nobody wants to hear about the sales. So now I'm so stuck on talking about the profit. So, okay, the sales for December were about 145,000, something like that.
I'm about to jump out the window, and it's ice cold here in Atlanta.
Yeah, I should have changed that to 145,000 instead of 100,000.
Wow, $145,000 in sales. And did you have any prior experience? I think you answered it earlier, but again, did you have any prior experience on selling on Amazon before you came to DSD and went through the Monopoly training?
No, none whatsoever.
So you're telling me
I'm not even good with computers, so that's the truth. That you both know I'm not the most tech savvy person in the world. So.
Hey, I'm right there with you, sister. I know I'm not tech savvy. I know up some stuff.
I just want to throw this out there, just because we are talking about income right now. Your results will vary. There is nothing guaranteed in this business, but like Stacy's been talking about, number one, it comes down to your mindset. Number two, she had no experience before going through this Monopoly training, and after going through this Monopoly training and implementing things that she's learned from other leaders, you know, in our team, you know, she goes on to have a $43,000 in sales week, which equated to $10,000 in profit, and a $145,000 sales month, which was what, $20,000 in profit, $18,000?
No, that was about 17,000 that month.
Okay, $17,000 in profit. I mean, you know, it just goes to show that what we have here works. And while nothing is guaranteed, the possibilities are there. The possibilities are there, and it's better than any other type of online business that you can start. So just, you know, keep that in mind as we're going. But I don't know. Do you have any more?
Well, I was gonna say, let me just ask this. So you sold $145,000 in merchandise, made about $17,000 in profit. Was that including recruiting, or that was totally separate from recruiting and referring other people to the company?
Totally separate. Totally separate. That's just completely on Amazon.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, did you hear that? That's just one platform, just Amazon. We have different platforms that we sell merchandise on. A person can build a team, they can recruit, they can refer others. But Stacy said that was just sales on Amazon. Now, Stacy, I'm going to put you out there because you put it out there in a video recently. What did you say your goal was for this year, 2015? You said you were looking to do what? Become a what? Like
a million. A self-made millionaire this year.
Woo! Wait, hold on. You got to repeat that maybe 3 times so our viewers and our listeners can hear it. Like, I don't think I heard what you said.
I'm looking to become a self-made millionaire this year.
A self-made what?
Self-made millionaire.
Self-made millionaire, ladies and gentlemen. This is Miss E-Commerce herself, Stacy Serrano, and I'm just going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I'm going to tell you we got something coming up really special for everybody that is taking a look at this, and everybody that either has Monopoly or that is going to get Monopoly very soon. Josh, you want to share the big announcement with everybody because I'm done, man. I'm going into my Monopoly training, man.
I'm going to hire Stacy for some coaching. So on Sunday, this Sunday, February 22nd at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, Stacy is going to be hosting a webinar for those of you that have Monopoly or those of you that purchase Monopoly before the designated time, before the webinar on Sunday. And, I think we should put a time on it like 2 hours before the webinar or something like that so we have time to, get everybody situated. But she's going to be hosting a webinar, and you know what? Actually, I'm going to let you, Stacy, tell them what's going to be on the webinar. Just
Tell us, Stacy. Tell us. I want to hear this.
you don't have to give a ton of details, but just give us the brief, rundown of what you're going to talk about.
Okay, so very briefly, I'm going to be going over how to find items, how to search for items. Most importantly, how to manage your account. Being that I was suspended, I can really go over this in detail for you so that way you guys can avoid getting suspended. And if you do get suspended, I'll go over a few things that you can do to get your account reopened. We'll also be going over some ways to avoid having a low defect rate, because that's so crucial when it comes to Amazon. It's not eBay, so you want to make sure that your defect rate is constantly up to par so that you can continue to sell, because when you're not, your sales will decline dramatically. And those are just a few things, and then I have a little surprise at the end of the webinar.
Ooh,
I'm excited.
a surprise from the 145K a month earner herself. I'm telling you, I know personally that people are, Stacy is just one of a few people on my team that I know are absolutely destroying it with Monopoly. I'm telling you, if you haven't seen the results yet, I have a guy doing 200,000 a month. I have Stacy doing 145,000. I've got, even my brother, who's never made a sale on Amazon or anything before, just bought Monopoly, I think it was a week or two ago, and put up his first listing and sold it within 3 days for an $80 profit. I mean, Monopoly is the truth. It's powerful, and you're going to be learning from, a top earner herself. So I highly, highly recommend that. Number one, if you have Monopoly, you need to be on this webinar. We're actually going to post, we'll post it in the UOP group, and I'll probably have Reggie email it out to all of you guys, and there's going to be a page where you can register for the webinar, but you're not going to be able to register on the page because we're going to need proof of your Monopoly purchase. So just to announce it on the webinar, you'll see it on the page, but write this down for those of you that have Monopoly or are going to purchase it by Sunday. You got to send an email with a screenshot that you have Monopoly or your receipt to teamfreedomleadership@gmail.com. teamfreedomleadership@gmail.com. And again, that will be on the webinar promotion page that you'll see in the Facebook group and in your emails. But if you want to get a head start on it, teamfreedomleadership@gmail.com. What else is going on, Jock? Stacy?
Man, I just want to say that, hey, Stacy has been quietly behind the scenes, just crushing it. Again, she comes out and she's been hosting for 5 months straight my Tuesday evening live prospecting webinar. And because she's been doing so well, and she had some other things going on because we were trying to do this about a month ago, but the timing wasn't right. But now, ladies and gentlemen, we have Miss Stacy Serrano, and she is going to absolutely share with everybody absolute gold, because see, that's what we do. As leaders, as team members, we figure out things that work and we come out and share. Why? Because there is an abundance. There's more than enough for everybody, but the only people that are going to get the result, the only people that are going to earn the incomes that Josh makes, that I make, that Stacy makes, are the people that take consistent action. Are you going to have problems? Are you going to run into obstacles? Of course you are. That's just business. That's just life. When you have an issue in life, you don't just stop breathing and say, well, I had an issue, I had a challenge, I'm going to stop breathing. No. But in business, something happens and you're like, oh my goodness, again, ladies and gentlemen, we're having fun. We're making money, we're changing lives, and we're sharing exactly what we are doing. And I'm just like so happy for Stacy, so happy for her and her family. that she's crushing it, and now she's coming out and saying, hey, I'm Stacy Serrano with the red hair, and I'm about to show y'all what's going on Amazon because it's fire!
That was the best analogy I've ever heard. Oh my god. Oh, that was awesome.
So yeah, that's all I got to say, man. I'm just excited.
Yeah, I'm excited too. Thank you so much, Stacy, for coming out, and obviously thank you so much more for offering to do this webinar for the entire team. And I know it's going to be awesome. I am going to be on there with a pen and paper, and I cannot wait. And you know, I'm one of those people who have not even scratched the surface of Monopoly yet. So I can't wait to you know, share my results from your teaching and let everybody know how much you've helped me. So, you know, I promise you that I will do that, and I cannot wait to see everybody else's results after what is shared on this webinar. Be there. That's all I want to say is be there.
Awesome.
Miss E-Commerce is in the building, so I would suggest that if you don't have Monopoly, get Monopoly ASAP. Start going through your training so that way you can be prepped, ready to go when Stacy actually shares these golden nuggets with everybody. Josh, want to thank you, man, for all that you do, man, with Team Freedom, with UOP. Stacy, again, want to thank you. For those that don't know, me and Josh are the Oreo brothers. We'll be live tomorrow night, right, Josh, for our Thursday night Q&A?
Q&A tomorrow night. Last thing I want to say is, if you don't know how to upgrade to Monopoly, it's super simple. You just log into your back office, your DSD back office. On the top right, you're going to see the Monopoly status. And if you don't have it, it will say inactive. Click here to activate. You click on that button where it says click here to activate, and it will take you to the little, you know, sales presentation or whatever, and that's where you upgrade, and you'll be good to go. Just send us a screenshot or or your receipt to teamfreedomleadership@gmail.com, and we'll be good to go. Jock, I'll see you tomorrow. Everybody else, I'll see you tomorrow on the Q&A at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The post will be in the Facebook group and emailed out to you, and I'll see everybody else on Sunday for Stacy's Hangout. Or
One more thing, man. Hey, Josh, where are we going to be at June 5th and 6th? Tell them, man. Tell them.
Chi-Town, my city. Everybody, come to the conference. June 5th and 6th, Chicago. It's going to be incredible. I promise you all I will show you a good time. Whoever wants to, you know, hang out in Chicago, and I cannot wait for everybody to come to my city. UOPevents.com.
Awesome.
That's it, y'all. Have a good one. See you next time.
Have a great night, everybody. See you Sunday.